Vervet monkeys that are providing quite a bit of entertainment for us. It's actually so nice. We've parked at a bit of a distance, so they scattered off at first. They're all now coming out, being very playful. And you see the one on the right, she's actually got her legs spread out just like a human. And she's busy picking through, checking for any ticks. And there's the young one in front. It's just going to sit on her leg there. And actually look at how it's leaning its head forward. I thought it was actually going to go for her teeth. She's got swollen teeth there. But I actually think it's more inclining its head so she can groom that little one there. And see how its head's tilted and she's busy picking through, looking for any sort of ticks. The one behind her on her right is doing the same to another monkey. So I think we're going to just sit and watch these little vervets for a little while. But Steve's got something quite interesting to show you on bushwalk. So let's see what he's up to. Welcome back, everyone. Let's hope Steve's alright after all those stings. As you can see, we've decided to stay with our monkeys for a little bit longer, the Vervet monkeys. And I'm so glad we did, because they are very entertaining. You can see that little one in the front is just being a young, I suppose, animal of any sort. You know, they're actually called infants, which, yeah, just reminds me so much of a naughty child. Just wants to play, you know, while mom's busy combing its hair, grooming it. And it is not having it. It doesn't want to sit still for too long. So funny to watch. What is hilarious is the ones at the back. You can actually see it's grooming the other one's bum. The tail's right upright. And it's going right in there. A point where we wouldn't often think that that you'd like to groom, but you know, animals, you're not too worried about those things. That's probably where a lot of ticks have found themselves. I love watching this one on the right, the legs straight out, sitting just like a human. No, sorry, that's actually a young one in front of it that's lying down. Such funny animals to watch. Now all of this grooming, you know, any animals that want to keep their bonds tight with one another, they'll spend a lot of time grooming each other. In particular, you see it with lions as well. So after they've made a kill, when they're busy trying to fight over the carcass, there's a lot of snarling and snapping at each other. It can be quite aggressive, trying to get as much meat as they each can. And then once they're finished, there's a very long grooming process that they undergo. And it's because they need to sort of reinstate those bonds after all of that fighting over the carcass. So that's one of the purposes. Obviously, the other purpose is to get, you know, for these vervet monkeys, to get the ticks off. But you can see how quite a few will go and groom different monkeys, so it's not necessarily just their related ones. You can see that male just got up at the right hand side. He's got bright blue balls, and he's actually even got a swollen anus, which is quite interesting. I haven't noticed that on vervet monkeys before. Definitely baboons, but that's more the females. It's interesting that his is swollen. These vervet monkeys are the ones that we get here. We actually get a different type of monkey very close to Phinda on the coastline called the Samango monkey. But they're just slightly out of range. We don't get them here at Phinda. See, there's one on the left. It's got a little stick there. I think it's got some old flowers on it. It's busy feeding on that. Lucy, that's a very good question. I've never seen it myself, but they are omnivorous, so they will go for like small insects and things. In terms of actually hunting smaller animals, I don't think so. It's a very good question, but I think it's more insects, fruit, grass seeds, and those sort of things. I know baboons will hunt small animals, and they can feed on meat, but I think they are more adapted at that sort of thing. They're a lot bigger, they've got stronger teeth, and they're able to do something like that. But I think monkeys is more insects.